Hones, welcome to our Hi Hones, welcome to our brand new channel. Right, okay. Right. Hi Hones, welcome to our brand new channel. Right, okay. I'm getting hot. Right.
Is you
Feel it.
in there? So take off all your clothes. I got too many kids. I can't be
Right,
in
okay.
there.
You don't want to get copyrighted. That's all you made up. We can't show too many gums.
I can't.
Right.
Right, wait, because I'm flashing now.
This makeup's going to be on tail by the end of the video. Welcome to our brand new channel.
This is something that I've been meaning to do for a long time.
And as you can tell from the title of the video, we'll be answering some questions about ourselves.
Just a get to know us, really.
Yeah, whilst having a cheeky I'll just spill it down.
And as you can see, she's had too fucking much.
1.5 glasses. Anyways, so keep on watching, like and subscribe, leave any comments down below of questions you might want to ask us in the future, and we will make another video including those.
Yeah, because I feel like you don't always get those, like, them really nitty-gritty, them interesting questions that you're like, ooh, do you know what? I want to know that.
I think we need to wait for at least 5 videos in.
Definitely.
But anyways,
deep.
This is our first time making a YouTube channel and video, so be kind, support us both, and we'll just move on with the video. We've got a jar of questions that we put together.
Yeah.
We're going to pick them out. I think we'll both answer them together. There might be some that we might answer separately, but some of them are kind of like ones that we can both answer like together as well.
Yeah.
So do you want to pick the first one?
Yeah.
Go on then. Question number 1.
Oh, very plain and simple. How old are you?
Well, Tisha, how old are you?
I am 30.
Yeah, of course, yes, Tisha's photogenic.
Mature, sexy, and wonderful.
I'd say 30 and flirty, but she's got a man.
Got a man, bling bling, baby. He's not even here. How old are you, Rosa?
I'm 28 and fabulous. We are sisters. She's the older one, I'm the younger one. People normally think that I'm the oldest, but why do people think I'm the oldest, Tisha?
I feel like I just say this to make you happy, but it's because she's more mature and I'm immature. And I mean,
100% true.
by immature, I just like to do dumb shit.
You want to play a game? Alright, alright. Come on, let's go.
Out of it, I'm like, oh my god, you know what? Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. And she'll record it.
We haven't really prepared any answers, but we haven't prepared. Have we?
No, because I feel like when you're making a video, I feel like it's always good to just like
Just go with the flow.
go on a whim.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just say what comes to your mind. I mean, sometimes I don't always say what comes to my mind because it's not PG. And yeah, so maybe I'm holding it in sometimes. Oh, this is a good one actually. But the question is, what do you do for a living? I am an alcohol recovery coordinator. So I coordinate the care for people who are alcohol dependent or binge drink a lot. Basically, my care surrounds alcohol. So yeah, that's kind of my profession. I won't delve too deep into it, but it's a very interesting job. It's very challenging. It's it is really challenging, but I love a challenge. I love my job. Yeah, and I feel very, very grateful. I'd love to know what people actually like. People who, if anybody's watching this video who actually knows me or knows of me or is on my social media, I'd love to actually know what did you think that I did for a job.
Yeah, leave your jobs down below, because I know that everyone's got different jobs that we don't know about. Jobs that aren't usually like on like job like websites that, you know, like them unknown jobs like, what? I didn't even know that existed. But we work together for the same organisation. I am a criminal justice recovery coordinator, so I work with people that are alcohol and drug dependent and are offending or was offending, and I work to support them with their both things. So like kind of like a holistic approach, supporting like alcohol, drugs, offending, and liaise with other organisations. So we work together, but we do different obviously roles within our workplace. We work together.
We work together. We bounce off each other, and if we're doing something that we're unsure of, or you know, if
we can count on each other for sure.
Definitely. Next.
Is it my turn? I don't mind holding it.
I want to hold it.
This feels like a big one here. Story time. So story time, we kind of want to relate to like a story that we've got to share, because we've got a lot of stories. But maybe just like kind of like a day out that we've had. So like before COVID and stuff like that, we used to go on a lot of like day trips to IKEA. Day trips to Home Bargains. I don't know, McDonald's drive-through. But we'd kind of like, you know, like when you just need to get out your house and just have some fun time. We're sisters, so we bounce off each other. We have the same vibe, and we do silly stuff like.
Good day, mate. What do you see there, then, mate?
It's a gift from my dad.
Quick question for you, love.
Do these cars take petrol or diesel?
Did you ask me?
We'd like have the music on loud. Obviously, I'd be the designated driver. Concentrating, seatbelts on, no alcohol in the compartment. Safe. We'd do this thing where we'd wind down the window and like beep and shout "Hi!" to random people. Do you remember?
Do you remember that time when I made you, when we went to Frankie's burger place, the grill house, and I said to you, Rosie, I dare you to lean on that car and pose so I can take a picture of you, and it was a red car. I don't know the mix of cars. It was a red car, and I said, Rosie, I dare you to just lean on that car and just like pose, like so I could take a picture of you. And she's like, no. And I was like, just do it. Anyway, she walked over to go and pose in the car, and next thing you know, this guy came to come get in that car. It was so funny.
One thing with Tisha is she always is a pusher and not a donor. So she'll always tell me, oh, do this or do that, or you know when you type in your text and your friend says like, say this, and you start to say it and you're like, shit, no, what am I doing? You're like that. And I always do what she tells me to do. I don't know why. And then obviously, end up in a situation like posing in the car and someone's like coming out of the chicken shop to come and getting it. But that's kind of like a summary of like story time in our days out that we have, like just crazy, a bit of fun. You know, a bit of high-pitched singing in car. Maybe we'll do a video one time of like a vlogging day out with us.
I just want to welcome you because I've just found Narnia and I just wanted you to... It's through there.
It's not.
Well, it wasn't last time I looked. There were a lot of toilets, but... Oh God, it's snowy! Jesus, shut it, fault line comes out! Shut it, fault line comes out! Jesus!
This is the good thing. I mean, I could have like, I don't know, a bin full of shit next to me, don't know. When have you felt the most proud, Rosa? Having my children obviously was the proudest moment of my life.
100%.
Taking away that, graduating from uni was one of my proudest moments.
Definitely.
For me as a person, taking away my children, that was one of the proudest moments, because I don't think that's something that I thought that I'd ever do. Not that I'm not intelligent, because I think I'm quite smart.
I think you are.
I feel like I underestimate how smart I am.
I think you have done over the years.
I just didn't think that would be something that I would achieve. I'm really proud that I did. I was
that you actually like did it.
Yeah, I was sweating my tits off that day. It was so hot. Do you remember how hot it was?
It was awful. You know when like you want that like ideal like graduation day where you want it to like be good weather, not raining, and then boom, like the heat comes and your face is on the floor, and then you've got your gown and it's like, oh, I'm hot.
It was like it was literally like wearing like a sack.
It was like being on holiday, wasn't it? But having to like wear like a full outfit.
Like wearing a quilt and the pillow on your head from your bed, and being on holiday in like Turkey at 50 degrees.
But knowing that you can't take it off. and you had to smile all day long.
Really inside, I was like,
Gave me home.
what about you?
Yeah, same. Like, my proudest moment was definitely having my children. And 100% graduating. Like, we graduated together on the exact same day.
Oh yeah, we did. Oh yeah, I didn't get that in there.
I was hoping you didn't mention it because I wanted to mention it. But yeah, so we did different courses at university, but we graduated on the exact same day. And if you've been to uni before, you know that you can only have like 2 people, so that means like usually mum and dad. But we got to have mum, dad, and both our partners, and then our children and friends in like a separate room. So it was good to be able to have everyone together and our sisters, rather than it just being like obviously just parents. I'll pick the next question. Most embarrassing moments. I've got a lot of embarrassing moments that I don't feel prepared to like lay on this table right now, like right here, because they're a bit like explicit embarrassing moments.
But I mean, if you're watching this video and you already kind of know me, you know my life is a joke, and I will tell you one of my most embarrassing moments. I'm not afraid to tell you guys, like...
Well, should I tell mine? Because I feel like yours is going to be a bit more interesting. Should I just like get mine like skirt?
Get it out of the way.
Right, okay, so... one of the... not most, but one of my embarrassing moments are when my eldest daughter, who at the time must have been about 1.5, 2, and she was in a pram. We was out shopping with my friend in town. We was in a shop, and it was a popular shop that we went to often. We paid what we wanted to pay for. We've come out of the shop, we got up to like by McDonald's where we're from, and I noticed that she had like a bunch she had a bunch of like earrings and necklaces. Like, she must have picked up that accessory thing, shoved it down her legs. I've not even noticed. I've paid, spoke to the woman, got to McDonald's, and noticed she had like a bunch of shit on her leg, and I was like, oh my god. That I had to fully go back to the shop and say, I'm so sorry, my almost 2-year-old daughter has stolen from your shop and I'm coming back to return it. And like, part of me thought, oh my god, no, I can't go back, like it's so embarrassing. But then I thought, I'm not going to be a thief because I'm not a thief, so I had to return the goods. And yeah, it was quite an embarrassing moment. Not one of my most embarrassing moments, but it was one that I could think of.
Very embarrassing.
Go on, Tisha, drop it, because we know that hers is going to be some next level.
I feel like when you're talking about an embarrassing moment and you watch YouTube, people don't actually tell you true embarrassing moments. You don't want people to see that side of you.
Yeah.
I'm happy to share that moment with you. So I have loads. I mean, like every day something happens. It just genuinely works like that.
Mm-hmm.
But one of my most embarrassing moments...
Wait, what is it going to be?
...has got to be the cinema. Do you remember the cinema? The cinema. So,
here goes.
Went to the cinema with my fella.
He's still a fella right now. Like, believe it or not, I'm surprised after this thing.
He's still my man, you know. Love my baby daddy. So yeah, I went to the cinema with my fella, and we hadn't been together that long. I don't feel like it had been that long.
No.
We're about 11 years deep now, so we're talking about maybe a year deep then at that time. And we'd gone to go see the film. Is it 147 hours or 247 hours? I think it's
147 hours.
147 hours where the guy gets his arm trapped in the rock. Anyway, we'd watched that. If you've watched it, you know how long-winded the film kind of is before you see like what happens in the end. So anyway, I'm watching the film. It's wicked, like proper in it. Like, oh my god, how's it gonna get out there? You know, he's really into it. Like, oh my god, I can't wait to see what happens. Anyway, so we're about 15 minutes from the end of the film, and my stomach just like starts really hurting, but it's a pain I've never experienced before. Not one of them typical bellyache pains. It was like really like so intense, like I felt really sick. I started sweating, like, you know, when you're just uncomfortable, like I couldn't sit still.
Where you gotta like strip off.
Yeah, it was one of them where you literally needed to strip off because like I just felt really unwell, like I'd eat it, like not like I'd eaten something bad, like
Just
Do you know when
something wasn't right.
Yeah, like when you catch a cold moment, when you start coming down with symptoms, it was kind of one of them moments where you kind of feel unwell and like, you know, like catch a cold moment where you start getting symptoms. I turned to him and I was like, oh my God, I literally feel so unwell. I think I'm going to pass out. I'm sweating. I'm in pain. I don't know what's wrong with me. You need to take me to hospital. And he was like, what the fuck? You're fine. Like, shut up. The film is nearly finished. And I said, no, we need to go. I stood up, sat down. You guys must know that feeling where you're like, no, I need to go. Like, I don't feel well. I think something bad's gonna happen to me. Like, anyway, long story short, I made him get out of that seat. Like I said, right, that's it. Get up, we're going. We marched down them steps. Everyone's looking at us like, what the fuck? It's the end of the film. Like, what are you doing? Got into his car. He was driving along the road and there was traffic lights. And I was like, drive through the traffic lights. I don't feel right. Got home and all of a sudden this just flush came over me. And that's when I realised what was wrong. And I thought, I cannot tell him. I bust open that door, I stripped off, like fully took all of my clothes off, running upstairs. I fucking shat. Never experienced anything like it. Like, my stomach was tensing like I was in labour. And obviously he was still sat in the car at this point. He'd not even turned the engine off. I was upstairs. It was mad. So I'm sat there and I'm thinking, who's gonna know? It's still there. Like, obviously, he came in the door. So I'm all upstairs. He came in the front door and he went. My knees was weak. I said, I'm weak. I need to go to bed. He didn't talk to me for that.
Did you actually finish the end of the movie?
It was about 4 years later. you know when the film actually comes out and you can watch it on Channel 4. It was on Channel 4, I remember, because I will never
That must have been like a century later.
Literally. It was a few years later. I'm thinking it was about 4. And we watched it on TV on Channel 4. That's when he finally found out, like, you know, well, not found out, but that's when he finally got to watch what happened in the end. 4 years later or something, and he was like, he sat there on the chair, and I remember because, I mean, it's a moment I'm never going to forget. And he was like, can't believe it's taken all these years to find out how that film actually ended. And that was your fault. Next time, I'm not going to leave this anymore. The future is much more uncomfortable.
Make sure you still like and subscribe. Talk about a funny moment. I feel like that's similar to like the embarrassing moment.
Do you know them times when you're having like a bad day and you feel really angry inside and everything bothers you?
Yeah.
And then something dumb happens, like you fall down the like you trip down
You've been arguing with your man, yeah, and you're like proper serious and like, nah, no, do you know what it is? Don't even chat to me. And then you go to walk out the room and then you topple upstairs and it's like, you know, when you look round, see if like God's watching you.
Do you know what? That's a true story. There's been so many times where I've argued and they go to leave the room and like I've stubbed my toe or something like that, and then like you're hopping out the room but you're still trying to be really mad. But do you know what? They're the best moments because it kind of kills the argument as well.
That is true. That is the end of all our questions. We hope it's not been too long. We hope you've enjoyed it. If there's anything you want to see us do differently or things you need, like you think we need to adjust on, let us know down below in the comments. We will definitely try bring weekly content because we want to obviously be consistent with it and like bring a variety of different things. Not just sitting down and answering questions. We'll do some challenges. I don't know. We're going to bring so much different stuff to the channel.
We had a talk about what kind of videos we should do, and I thought like eating challenge would be really good to eat like.
Yeah, but then I'll end up picking out something that I don't like. I'll have to eat it, and then her turn will come and she'll be like, "No, I'm not doing it." But I suppose if we're in front of the camera, like she will have to, won't you?
I'll eat it as long as it's not fishy.
I won't do fishy stuff because we don't like that. Like and subscribe, share and comment down below. And yeah, like just get involved in our channel. Hopefully we're here for a long time. Peace out.
Have a good day. Have a good day.